Hicks, Gabby Delgadillo, and Natalie Alvarez. On the other side for Manila, Sadie Davis, Abby Schofield, Callie Bear, Ashlyn Alphin, and Cameron Slaw. Game 2 of Friday at the state tournament.
Yeah, this one's going to be a fun one. If it's anything like the last game we saw, that's going to be spectacular.
Manila controls the tip. Slaw will set up.
More of a man defensive look now, switching more to a 3-2, kind of shifting around defense, trying to manipulate that.
Sadie Davis, a rare outside shot for her, no good. Wildcats bring it down. Delgadillo goes inside to Alvarez, so you have Delgadillo passing inside to Alvarez. Normally it's the other way around, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, first turnover for the game, and you're going to hope that doesn't continue as a trend for Wendover. This one could get out of hand.
Alphin, a great cut, but not able to finish the two. Looking inside to Millie Hicks, but they can't connect on that pass.
Now these passes, it's the right idea, just a little bit of miscommunication. And on the pass, just sometimes a little too soft, sometimes a little too hard, not being able to find that just right spot.
So 2 possessions, 2 turnovers for Wendover. Great pass inside. It's Slaw who finds Abby Schofield to get things started.
Yeah, and that was a nice little reverse layup there for Schofield, making use of the space that was given to her on the opposite side of the hoop.
Gomez attacks inside. Great drop down pass to Hicks, and they answer back. So the offense gets on the board. 2 great possessions.
Yeah, Wendover there finally kind of finding their rhythm in the passing game. Able to get a wide open Hicks under the basket, goes up strong for 2.
We saw a lot of offense in the first game in this gym today. Slaw, no good. Sadie Davis, second attempt reverse. Can't get it, and Murphy grabs the rebound for Wendover.
They're going to run the floor, and that's something Wendover does very well, is push these fast breaks.
Hicks, relentless on the glass, no good.
Yeah, Hicks playing an archetypal paint beast. She is tall, and she is not afraid to go up in through contact while trying to score.
Slaw thinks about the 3 instead, goes inside to Schofield, and it's a very similar play to how they scored their first basket.
Yeah, this time drawing the foul. So a very excellent play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them kind of turn back to that one time and time again for the Mustangs. Delgadillo picking up her first personal foul of the game. First foul overall. Always fun to be the one to break the ice in the fouling game.
And she dealt with a little bit of foul trouble yesterday as well. She had to bounce in and out of the lineup because of her trouble, and a 2-for-2 trip for Abby Schofield. So she has all 4 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and she's going to be one you're going to want to keep turning to, the senior.
Another turnover by Wendover. That's 3 in the early going.
Yeah, and that's not a rate you can really sustain at this point. Averaging 3 turnovers about every 2 minutes in an 8-minute quarter. You're on pace for 12 and a quarter if they can do that, and that's just not a sustainable play.
Wendover nearly forces a turnover, but they cannot.
I will say I love Manila's away jerseys. That gray and red combination just looks so clean on the court.
Slaw works it around. Schofield has had the hot hand early. No good on that one. Hicks brings it down. Delgadillo attacking inside, takes 1 too many steps.
Yeah, right idea. Trying to go for a Euro step, just picking up the ball a little too soon and getting caught up in the paint. But props to Manila there for holding a tough paint defense and not allowing anything down there.
The last meeting between these two teams was on February 10th. Wendover won 44-38. A moving screen from Manila, so the turnovers are starting to pile up for both teams.
Yeah, running a screen pick and roll it's an art. You know, it's a little song and dance, and you have to be perfectly still when the ref's looking, but then you also want to try and get as much movement as you can in legally. because it provides your team with a great advantage on the offensive end.
Back-to-back turnovers again for Wendover.
5-1 differential right now in the turnover department.
3 by Bear on the way. Slot nearly tips the rebound, and a timeout taken by Wendover. Coach Hicks wants to talk things over. We'll take a break as well. This is State Championship Basketball, brought to you by Harward and Reese Construction on KSLSports.com.
Imagine a cool winter sunrise with the sound of skates gliding across smooth ice, adding to the soundtrack of winter in Bryce. With the unveiling of the Bryce Canyon Ice Ribbon. The Ice Ribbon offers a meandering path with music echoing through the pines. Ruby's Inn provides crowd-pleasing activities that include ice skating, snowshoeing, and cross-country skiing, with equipment rentals on site. Book now at ruby'sinn.com.
This is the moment you're here, where you belong, you belong, you belong.
Welcome back from the Zions Bank timeout. For banking that helps power you forward, Zions Bank is for you. Wendover facing a little bit of pressure from Manila. Gomez looks inside to Alvarez, but it gets stripped away out of bounds off Manila. Alvarez, corner 3 on the inbounds. Rainbows through, gives Wendover their first lead. And that's just a quick trigger on the inbounds. They get her set up and no hesitation. Davis inside, ball's batted around, but Schofield comes up with it. Slaw over to Davis. Davis for 3. Off mark. Delgadillo going the other way, has a lane, and finishes.
A strong take to the hoop there, and that's exactly what you're wanting to see. An excellent move by Delgadillo on the fast break.
Quick 5 straight for the Wildcats, and they jump out to a 3-point lead. Slaw for 3, that's good. Cameron Slaw having a fantastic season from long range.
Yeah, answering back in a big way there.
Manila gets the turnover immediately. Slaw looking to push. Outside corner, Castley Wall, the hero from yesterday. No good in the corner. Castley Wall comes off the bench, and she had a career day. Delgadillo just inside the 3-point line. High arcer, no good.
I like the defensive effort from both teams here as a foul is whistled along the baseline.
Teams have been making shots, but it hasn't come easy. There's been a healthy amount of turnovers on both sides, or maybe an unhealthy amount.
Yeah, right now Wendover sitting at 6, Manila at 2. So not the differential you're going to want in a winning ball game.
Castley Wall goes through 4 Wildcats and gets to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
Yeah, nice little move there, going up strong. And again, it's been the theme of this tournament. When you're going up for a block, you have to stay perfectly straight up. If you bend down even slightly, most of the time the ref is going to call you for that one.
Castley Wall knocks through the first, gives Manila back the lead. One for 2 trip for Castley Wall. Delgadillo pump fakes. Pass inside to Hicks. Gomez, 3. Banks it in.
And looks like the bank is finally open today. Not a holiday anymore as Gomez hit a nice 3-pointer.
So 2 Bryce Canyon City threes for Wendover in the early going gives them a 2-point lead.
And a good job using that pivot foot there by Sadie Davis. Going right, going back left, going up, and drawing the contact.
And that's the second foul against Gabby Delgadillo. We talked about her foul trouble yesterday. She again is in a little bit of foul trouble. Sadie Davis knocks the first free throw through.
Now a lot more experienced teams. Wendover, 4 seniors, but the rest of their roster being comprised of sophomores.
Alvarez in the corner to Murphy.
2-3 zone look from Manila on defense.
Gomez just hit one on the last possession but can't connect. Coach Schofield saves the trap in the corner and calls timeout. This is state championship basketball brought to you by the Bryce Canyon Car Show and Canyon to Canyon Family Bike Ride on 1aball.com.
Wells Rural Electric strives to improve the quality of life in the communities we serve. We're so proud of the hard work and effort of our local student athletes. Go Wildcats!
Windy Mesa Studios in Language is your local source for personalized and custom printed products. From wholesale items for your gift shop to custom framed or gallery wrapped canvas pictures, we have you covered. Contact us at 435-618-0014.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
Welcome back from the Zions Bank timeout for game-winning banking with the home team feel. Zions Bank is for you. Manila looking to get the best of Wendover on their third try of the season. They're 0 for 2 so far.
Man-to-man coverage from Wendover on defense. Doing a good job of staying in front of their guy.
Slaw, a beautiful move, but when you're fading with the left hand, that's a tough shot for anybody. Nearly gets it to go. Delgadillo out to Gomez, thinks about it, over to Alvarez. Good pump fake, but Castley Wall strips it, and a jump ball will give it to Wendover.
And the big trouble with this 2-3 defense is that if you are able to kind of seal off one of the players supposed to cover the corner, you can get very consistent open looks from out beyond the arc.
Inbound out to Gomez. Good play out of the baseline. No good. Millie Hicks ties it up with Sadie Davis.
Good hustle play there by Hicks, getting in there and getting her hands on the ball, forcing the jump. May not have gone their way, but that could be a big play later on if they are able to get possession in a much bigger situation.
Millie Hicks averaging 18 against Manila in their 2 games this year. Had a double-double on February 10th, 16 points and 13 rebounds. Gomez falls over. Hicks now hits the deck. Alvarez has hit one so far, and she'll hit another. The Jordan 1s flaming as she flies down the court.
I don't think I even saw the net move on that one. That was just pure.
She left the game yesterday for a moment with an ankle injury, but that ankle seems to be okay today as she's got 6 early points. Manila can't respond. Slaw, the triple, the Bayry! And Slaw is now 1-3 away from moving into second place on the Manila single-season 3-point list. First quarter ends 13-13. This is state championship basketball brought to you by Garfield Memorial Hospital, TeamHive.live, and KTTA 8.1.
Brown Brothers Construction offers a wide variety of construction and excavation services. We offer standard and decorative colored concrete to South Central Utah and Northern Arizona. We are excited to announce our concrete pumping service to Kane County, Utah and Coconino County, Arizona. We look forward to our next pour with you. Brown Brothers' success is a direct result of our dedicated and talented employees. If you're looking for a fun and fulfilling employment opportunity, join our team today. Everyone at Brown Brothers Construction wishes all athletes the best of luck in the postseason.
Welcome back to State Championship Basketball, brought to you by Legacy Ace Hardware on 1aball.com and KSLSports.com. A fun first half, and it continues to start the second quarter. Lisbeth Landeros, she checks into the game and immediately gets 2 points. Baseline jumper, no good by Bear. Paulina Gomez knocks into Sadie Davis and picks up the foul.
Yeah, and that's going to be something to kind of watch throughout the game. Wendover does play a pretty intense style of defense. We saw yesterday Hicks fouling out of Wendover's game against Tapiona, so going to be a big factor in this game.
Slaw, the baseline jumper, no good. And a tie-up called. What do you say we do some Fab Rats trivia? Fab Rats is an entertaining, family-friendly YouTube channel. We ask a trivia question. You email your answer to uhsslive@gmail.com to win a Fab Rats t-shirt.
And, you know, as we're getting closer to the state championship game, this question would kind of pertain to that. What is the consecutive wins record for 1A girls? Again, that's going to be what is the consecutive wins record for 1A girls? And you're going to email your answer to uhsslive@gmail.com. Again, that's uhsslive@gmail.com.
Sadie Davis, a beautiful, beautiful cut to the basket on the inbounds, and she gets 2.
And another near turnover there for Wendover. Manila just barely getting their fingertips on that one, as it's going to stay Wildcat ball.
Right back to Murphy on the inbound, no good. Millie Hicks gets the rebound, bounces over to Delgadillo. Her second try, no. So a couple of looks for Wendover. Manila holds strong down low, and they look for a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, right now it's going to be a battle of the bigs between these two teams. Who can get the shots up over the other team's big is going to be a big determining factor.
Alphen looking inside to Slaw, who posts up the smaller Alvarez. Bear, free throw line jumper, no. Delgadillo gets the rebound and outlets to Landeros.
And good ball movement there from Manila, just not be able to get the shot fall from about 10 feet out. And great defensive awareness there from Ashlyn Alphen.
You know, we talked to Coach Schofield before the game, and he's mentioned multiple times their close win over Wayne gave them confidence. Alvarez from the parking lot, no. But that gave them confidence, and then going and competing with the top-seeded Cougars and nearly pulling off the upset. This is a more confident and better group going into this matchup with Wendover than when they previously faced the Wildcats.
And trade and turnovers there. That brings Wendover to 7, Manila to 3.
Davis stuck near midcourt. Alphen falls down. Slaw for 3. Swishes through. Cameron Slaw is in solo second place. She is 1 3-pointer behind, tying Ashley Hollinger on the Manila single-season three-point record. She just moved past Ashley Hollinger's 2013-14 season. Hollinger's 2012-2013 season at 35 threes is the record. Slaw now with 34 on the season. Sadie Davis inside and a tough finish. Largest lead of the morning for Manila.
Davis and Slaw carrying the Mustangs through this quarter. 4 for Davis, 3 for Slaw. 9 on the game for Slaw, though.
Wendover can't respond on that attempt. Alvarez over to Delgadillo. Millie Hicks, who's been quiet since the start, loses it. Alphen the other way, misses the layup. So a fortunate break for Wendover off the turnover.
Yeah, a little too much time in the weight room on that one. Way powerful on the way up.
Alvarez goes in and takes the foul. They'll call it against Abby Schofield, which can be important because Sadie Davis has fouled out of the previous 2 games, so it doesn't go against Davis. They were both down there but that is the second foul. Let's see. They have on the scoreboard that it was on number 5, Callie Bear, but I thought they signaled 4. But second foul against Callie Bear. She also fouled out yesterday.
Yeah, and that's going to be, like I was talking about earlier, it's going to be a matter of who can kind of foul less, stay more disciplined on defense while still playing an aggressive style of defense.
1 for 2 for Alvarez at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Alphen drives in and runs through the body of Delgadillo and gets called for the charge. So Delgadillo, who picked up 2 fouls in the first quarter, lays her body on the line and gets the charge.
Yeah, definitely a risky move, but paying off for the Wildcats as Alphen drives in there, more like a running back trying to get through the goal line.
Alvarez jumped up and landed before she could get rid of it, and she knew it, sprints back the other way.
Yeah, 3 turnovers in the second quarter now for the Wildcats as they are losing that category heavily.
Cameron Slaw inching closer to Manila history. Off the mark on that one. It's cleaned up by Schofield. Castley-Walla, third try, no good.
Yeah, second and third chance efforts there for the Mustangs, just not able to get any of them to fall.
Phoenix DuBois, who's checked into the game. It's swung over to Alvarez in the corner. Murphy, clean look. Too strong, and it rolls out of bounds as Phoenix DuBois tries to hustle after it but can't get there in time.
Now, DuBois had an excellent game yesterday against Tabiona in the quarterfinals, having 8 points off the bench.
Yeah, DuBois, one of the key pieces for Wendover yesterday. Sadie Davis, no. Cameron Slaw again, short. And Delgadillo grabs the miss.
Yeah, right now getting a little cold from beyond the arc for the Mustangs, but we have seen it. They're able to heat up very quickly.
Delgadillo, no. Nearly a 4-minute scoring drought. Well, not scoring drought, field goal-less drought. They haven't made a field goal since the 7:50 mark to start the second quarter. Sadie Davis inside against Delgadillo, who goes straight up. Good defense and forces another miss.
And on that field goal drought, it's not that they're taking bad shots. It's just the shots aren't falling, and the defense from both sides has been impeccable so far.
And they struggled shooting yesterday, especially in the second half. And you get into the bigger gym, depth perception. There's a lot of seats in here. Sometimes that can throw teams off. It's always a bit tougher to shoot in the bigger gym. Gomez airballs.
Yeah, it's a big environment here in the Sevier Valley Center, something that a lot of these players aren't used to seeing, as 1A gyms tend to be on the smaller size just due to school population being so low. So coming here and playing in such a massive collegiate gym is an experience they'll never forget.
Another thing is the three-point line. There's 3 different lines, and players naturally tend to line up behind the furthest line, so you're shooting an extra foot and a half behind what you're used to, just because you naturally stand behind that last line because that's where your eyes go to.
Yeah, pulling up a lot from deep range like we see there. Nearly cashing that one in, but just too strong.
Gomez was a good 3 feet behind the high school line, and a timeout taken by Coach Hicks. She wants to talk things over. This is State Championship Basketball, brought to you by SC Broadband on 1aball.com and KSLSports.com.
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit bryceCanyonCityUT.gov.
The Bryce Canyon Half Marathon course takes you through the iconic red rock that is abundant throughout Bryce Canyon country. Also enjoy the 5K or Color Me Fun run. Register today at BryceCanyonHalfMarathon.com. Race is scheduled for the second Saturday in July.
Fab Rats is an entertaining YouTube channel based in beautiful southern Utah. Paul, Michelle, and the crew showcase major and minor fabrication builds, off-road adventures, family fun, and much more. Check them out on YouTube and subscribe today.
Welcome back from the Zions Bank timeout for big time banking with a home team feel. Zions Bank is for you. Slaw operates right wing. Looking inside.
Yeah, Wendover adjusting from man into a 2-3 zone.
Castley Wall too strong on that miss. The rebound fought for, chase down Slaw from deep. Ties the Manila school single season record. She is on a heater.
4 threes for Slaw this game, up to 12 in the first half.
And she tied that record with emphatic fashion, well beyond the three-point line. Nothing is stopping Cameron Slaw and a chance at history the rest of the way.
Yeah, she has momentum behind her. I wouldn't be surprised to see her keep moving up and set that record.
She's hit 4 so far in the first half. 3 in the first quarter, and that one from the parking lot. Manila looking to build on their biggest lead. Slaw decides to get a little bit closer. Maybe not a good idea for Slaw. She loves the long range, but a good look, can't connect.
Yeah, and then foul there is going to go against Ashlyn Alphen. That's going to be her second foul. Coming in like a bowling ball. And those poor Wendover girls, the pins. Now Manila setting up in a 2-3 defense. Again, kind of playing a bit high up on that bottom row, allowing for a lot of separation along the baseline if Wendover were to try and take advantage of that.
Delgadillo, baseline ripped away by Alphen. Good job to step in and create the turnover. Slaw, full speed ahead, stops, pops. Off right.
And a little contact after that one, but well beyond the shot. That's going to be Wendover ball.
Coach Schofield signaling that he thought it was tipped. He says, hey, Cameron Slaw doesn't miss like that unless it's tipped. But the officials didn't see it. Shot clock turned off. 20 seconds in the half. Wendover trailing to a team they've beat twice already this season. Slaw fighting for it. Alvarez on the floor, or it's Gomez.
Nearly another Wendover turnover there. Right now sitting at 10 in the first half. Manila, on the other hand, playing a very, very disciplined offensive style, sitting at only 3.
There's nobody at the sub table, but
it's the phantom of the Sevier Valley Center.
Oh, looks like the possession arrow must have been wrong. So they'll give it over to Manila.
10 seconds left to operate. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to Slaw on this one for a buzzer-beaten 3.
You may as well. Slaw hit a halftime buzzer beater to end the first half in the tournament last year. This time just inside, left-handed trick shot, no good. So we go into halftime with Manila leading Wendover 23-16. Stick around for the SUU halftime report. Coming up next on State Championship Basketball, brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services. Chad Lyman on KTTA 8.1.
Are you looking for ways to protect your agricultural-related investments from lack of precipitation and market downturns? We are the Ag Experts. Our team specializes in PRF insurance, LRP insurance, and ranch insurance. Give Chad a call today to learn how you can protect your calf check from the market downturns and your livestock range from drought. Don't get caught at the bottom of the cycles. Choose the experts. Choose us, your agriculture insurance specialists. Call Chad Lyman with Tyler Jeffs & Associates at 435-633-5981.
Welcome out to the SUU halftime report. We'll recap the exciting first half from the SVC as the Wendover cheerleaders perform. It was a Manila first half. It was tied after one quarter, 13-13, but Manila ended the first half on a 10-1 run thanks to Sadie Davis and Cameron Slaw.
Yeah, and only 3 points for Wendover in that second quarter. An excellent defensive job by Manila, running an excellent 2-3 defense and forcing turnover after turnover against Wendover. Right now, Wendover sitting at 10 turnovers in the half, and that's kind of contributing to their offensive woes right now.
Wendover did not make a field goal for the final 7 minutes and 50 seconds of the second quarter. They came out and Lisbeth Landeros hit a 2 on the first possession, and they went empty-handed from there. And Cameron Slaw was really the story for Manila. Her 4 Bryce Canyon City threes has put her tied for first in Manila single-season history.
And looking at the Manila three-point shooting statistics, 4 of 9 right now. They're just shooting the lights out right now, almost 50% from beyond the arc. Field goal-wise, not as great of a stat for either team, as just offense is hard to come by right now. Rebounding, another category Manila's leading right now, leading 15-10, out-rebounding the Wildcats by 5.
Yeah, and it was a similar story yesterday for Wendover. They went over 10 minutes with only making 1 field goal in the second half against Tabiona, and they go on a similar drought here in this game. So Manila leads by 7, 23-16, finishing the half on a 10-1 run. 6 of those points from Cameron Slaw behind the three-point line and 2 Sadie Davis layups.
Yeah, and they're gonna need to have a much better second half shooting the ball if they want to claw their way back into this one, find themselves down 7, 23-16.
This has been your SUU halftime report. SUU has over 150 undergraduate and bachelor's programs. Ready to soar with SUU. Check them out at suu.edu. Back for second half action after this.
For over 50 years, Flaming Gorge Resort has offered lodging, restaurant, rafting, RV park, and fishing guides for anyone visiting the Flaming Gorge area. Stop in and see us at Flaming Gorge Resort.
Garcane Propane proudly sponsors Region 20 basketball. We are here to meet your propane needs. Call us 800-747-5403.
Love cheese? We do too. Come join our team with a generous benefit package and starting wages over $18 an hour. Are you ready to be an employee owner? Great Lakes Cheese in Fillmore is ready for you. Grow with the largest natural cheese packer in the nation. Full-time positions available for every shift. Apply online at GreatLakesCheese.com. Again, that's GreatLakesCheese.com. Wishing all athletes good luck in the tournament and eat more cheese. Time for championship basketball, and Lamb Excavating, located in Orderville, Utah, wishes all teams the best of luck in the postseason. Lamb Excavating can help you with all of your excavation needs, from gravel to chip seal and any other excavating. No job is too big or too small. Give Darwin and the boys a call, 435-648-2318. Now let's play some ball. Are you tired of winter and ready to ride? We invite you to the Bryce Canyon Mule Days. Join us in Tropic, Utah the first week in May for guided mule rides, vendors, food, and fun, featuring arena events including ranch sorting. Then Friday night, a live concert featuring Bren Hill, and the premier Chrome in the Canyon Mule Sale on Saturday. Learn more at BryceCanyonMuleDays.com, and we will see you there.
Do you like car shows? Well, let's supersize it as trucks from all over come for you to enjoy at the Panguitch City Truck Show. It's a family fun event on the 4th of July weekend. Friday night is the light show on Panguitch Main Street from 8 to 10:30 p.m. Saturday, the show will be at the Panguitch City Park from 10 to 4. Truck registration is $75. We support all truck drivers that make our communities better, so why not show off their trucks? We wish all teams success.
Imagine a cool winter sunrise with the sound of skates gliding across smooth ice, adding to the soundtrack of winter in Bryce. With the unveiling of the Bryce Canyon Ice Ribbon. The Ice Ribbon offers a meandering path with music echoing through the pines. Ruby's Inn provides crowd-pleasing activities that include ice skating, snowshoeing, and cross-country skiing, with equipment rentals on site. Book now at ruby'sinn.com.
This is the moment. You're here. Where you belong, you belong, you belong.
Wells Rural Electric strives to improve the quality of life in the communities we serve. We're so proud of the hard work and effort of our local student athletes. Go Wildcats!
Windy Mesa Studios in Panguitch is your local source for personalized and custom printed products. From wholesale items for your gift shop to custom framed or gallery wrapped canvas pictures, we have you covered. Contact us at 435-618-0014.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
Brown Brothers Construction offers a wide variety of construction and excavation services. We offer standard and decorative colored concrete to South Central Utah and Northern Arizona. We are excited to announce our concrete pumping service to Kane County, Utah and Coconino County, Arizona. We look forward to our next pour with you. Brown Brothers' success is a direct result of our dedicated and talented employees. If you're looking for a fun and fulfilling employment opportunity, join our team today. Everyone at Brown Brothers Construction wishes all athletes the best of luck in the postseason.
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit bryceCanyonCityUT.gov.
The Bryce Canyon Half Marathon course takes you through the iconic red rock that is abundant throughout Bryce Canyon country. Also enjoy the 5K or Color Me Fun run. Register today at bryceCanyonHalfMarathon.com. Race is scheduled for the second Saturday in July.
Fab Rats is an entertaining YouTube channel based in beautiful southern Utah. Paul, Michelle, and the crew showcase major and minor fabrication builds, off-road adventures, family fun, and much more. Check them out on YouTube and subscribe today.
Welcome back to the Sevier Valley Center for State Championship Basketball, brought to you by Farm Bureau Financial Services. Chad Lyman on KTTA 8.1.
And another quick turnover there for Wendover, opening this second half, and not the way they probably wanted coming out of that halftime break.
Davis, a little spin, tough running jump shot. Alvarez grabs the rebound, and
yeah, a nice little dream shake in the high post area. Not leading to a basket, but just a great move there.
Shot clock did not start, so the officials blew it dead to get that under control.
And we did get a Fab Rats answer. Our question was, who holds the consecutive wins record for 1A girls? The correct answer was 64 by Panguitch, running in that win streak from 2013 to 2016. And the correct answer was given by Jaden Grohl. So, Jaden, if you or anyone you know is here at the Sevier Valley Center, send them up to the broadcasting booth to get your T-shirts. Thanks for playing Fab Rats Trivia.
Helena Gomez, a great pass to Murphy on the fast break, and Murphy breaks the over 8-minute field goalless drought for Wendover and a much-needed basket.
Yeah, and that couldn't have come at a better time. They really need to get something going, as right now Manila controlling the pace of the game.
Slaw, the white hair tie in the back, 4 3-pointers on the day under her belt, and she takes it inside into the body of Delgadillo and forces Delgadillo to pick up her 3rd foul.
Yeah, and drawing charges is a fine art. You have to be in the right place at the right time. Not only that, but you have to make sure you're not moving at all. It requires complete total body control.
Slaw, a spin, 3 dribbles, and off the back iron.
Now Slaw has been having a spectacular game for the Mustangs, up to 12 points to go along, coming from 4 3-pointers, 2 in the first, 2 in the second.
Substitutions, Delgadillo goes to the bench with her foul trouble. Elizabeth Landeros checks in. She has 2 points on the day.
Slaw cashing in that second one, brings her to 13.
No Wildcat has hit more than 1 field goal. Their leading scorer is Alvarez. She has a 3 and a free throw for 4 points. And Millie Hicks, who has had success this year against Manila, was slowed down in the first half to just 2 points.
Yeah, Manila doing an excellent job defensively. Has a near travel situation there. But Sadie Davis going up and able to draw the contact, and that's going to send her to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
That's Millie's 2nd foul. First free throw rims out for Sadie Davis.
Davis at 6 points right now, looking to make it 7 on this trip to the line. Shooting 2 of 3 right now. Make it 2 of 4.
It was Callie Bear who stuck around and had a chance at a layup on the rebound, missed it. Alvarez goes the other way, shovels it to Hicks, and Hicks will have a chance to go to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of contact on that one. Nothing coming from undisciplined defense, just not able to get a full stop as they were running full court trying to stop that break. That's going to send Hicks to the line. She has 2 points in the game so far, all of those coming in the first quarter.
Millie Hicks swishes through the first free throw at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line at 150 North Main in Panguitch. One for 2 trip.
Yeah, and that's been a factor in this game too. Neither team really able to take the basket off or the lid off from the free throw line. Alvarez
Grabs the Callie Bear miss. Polina Gomez spots up for 3, no good, and it trickles out of bounds.
Yeah, and like you were talking about earlier, it is a bit confusing seeing three three-point lines on the floor, and that kind of came into play there. She pulled up from a little beyond the professional three-point line.
It's a little bit deceiving and may throw you off a little bit when you can just see out of the corner of your eye you have your feet on the line. You think you need to scoot back and get your feet all the way behind the line. But really here you can be well ahead of those first 2 lines. Casserly Wall, nothing stopping her after a monstrous day yesterday. She gets her first field goal. She has 3 points.
And that was just a filthy Euro step, getting to the basket with ease as Manila falls back into a 2-3 defense.
This ties the largest lead of the game for the Mustangs. Gomez nearly loses it. It spins into the hands of Alvarez, and she turns, flips, no good. Millie Hicks on the glass again, no good. So Millie Hicks, she's active on the glass but hasn't been able to get much to go, and Sadie Davis is going to get called for a moving screen as she pummels Alvarez to the ground.
Now, I don't think she was moving on that screen, but again, the referees do kind of have a different angle and have to make that call in a split second. But from up here, it looked like she had her feet set, and it was more of a blindside screen and not a moving screen.
Yeah, Alvarez was moving pretty fast to keep up with Cameron Slaw, and that's why she hit the deck hard. It's called a moving screen. Wendover trying to claw their way back in. Great pass inside from Alvarez to Murphy. Hicks scrambles for the extra possession. Gomez, floater, swishes through.
And a very timely point coming there from Gomez, up to 5 in the game, trying to claw back into this one with a 5-point Manila lead.
Offense has been hard to come by since the early going for Wendover. Just 8 points since the first quarter. It was tied 13-13 after one. Manila has slowly inched ahead since, but through the hands of Castley Wall underneath the ref's legs and back to Wendover. A chance to make it a one-possession game. Landeros for the second chance, and she connects. So it's a one-possession game for the first time since the 5:50 mark in the second quarter, and a timeout taken by Coach Schofield. We'll take one as well. This is State Championship Basketball, brought to you by Lamb Excavating on TeamHive.live.
For over 50 years, Flaming Gorge Resort has offered lodging, restaurant, rafting, RV park, and fishing guides for anyone visiting the Flaming Gorge area. Stop in and see us at Flaming Gorge Resort. Are you looking for ways to protect your agricultural-related investments from lack of precipitation and market downturns? We are the Ag Experts. Our team specializes in PRF insurance, LRP insurance, and ranch insurance. Give Chad a call today to learn how you can protect your calf check from the market downturns and your livestock range from drought. Don't get caught at the bottom of the cycles. Choose the experts. Choose us, your agriculture insurance specialists. Call Chad Lyman with Tyler Jeffs and Associates at 435-633-5981.
Garcane Propane proudly sponsors Region 20 basketball. We're here to meet your propane needs. Call us 800-747-5403.
Welcome back from the Zions Bank timeout. For banking designed to help you score more, Zions Bank is for you. Full court pressure from Wendover. Castley Wall beats it. Sprints the full length of the court and lays it up and in. She's now got 2 quick baskets for Manila.
Yeah, Wall going hard right now on these fast break opportunities. Nothing going to stop her. She moves like a freight train down the court. Can't stop her, only can hope to contain her.
Landeros drives baseline, and she stepped on the out-of-bounds line before she lost it. So another turnover for Wendover.
And that was a very veteran move there by Schofield, using her body to kind of seal off the baseline, forcing an out-of-bounds, and another Wendover turnover. They're sitting up to 12 now. So much better than they've done throughout the game, but still not the place you want to be if you want to win a ball game.
Yeah, the turnovers have proved costly. It's limited the Wendover offense from finding a rhythm. Sadie Davis runs in but steps out of bounds.
Yeah, and good hustle there by Davis, trying to save that loose ball, just not able to get enough finger underneath it to throw it back inside.
Cameron Slaw, sitting on history, will go sit on the bench as Ashlyn Alphin checks in. Alvarez, pump fakes, gets Wall to jump. Gomez, a good fake, gets inside but stumbles, and ball falls into the hands of Abby Schofield. Yet another Wendover turnover.
13 now on the game for the Wildcats.
And they started out careless with the basketball. They got better, but they've started the second half, especially of late, and have been pretty careless with it. Delgadillo fights and gets it back for Wendover.
7 points in this quarter for Wendover, moving up from a very low-scoring third quarter with 3 points as a lot of collision on the floor.
Landeros hits the side of the backboard on the floater. Delgadillo, cross-court pass. Gomez skies off the back. Davis and Delgadillo both jumped for it, and it went off of Delgadillo.
Yeah, and that, unfortunately, having the good positioning there was Delgadillo, and because of that, she was the one who was last touching the ball. Full court pressure now from the Mustangs. Looks like they're falling back into kind of a 2-1-2, now 2-3 look.
Bear inside, too strong. And a foul goes against Manila. That will be the 4th team foul, so it will be bonus the rest of the way after this.
Yeah, and that's something, if you're Manila, you don't want to be in, because that stops the clock and gives the Wildcats 2 free shots. And that's a chance for them to claw back into the game while taking up minimal time.
Kate Bambro is the one who has checked into the game and picked up the foul. Landeros driving baseline, cross-court pass. Alvarez, too strong. Sadie Davis gets it again, and she faces pressure from Delgadillo. Barely gets it over to Bambro, who knocks it into the hands of Castley Wall.
Yeah, barely crossing that 10-second line with 1 second left as the shot's going to go up and be called on the ground. Good move, though, trying to get the ball up into the air through the contact and draw a shooting foul.
Nothing was stopping Castley Wall on that drive. I think the officials will meet to discuss on whether she was shooting or not. Or maybe on who the foul was on. And it goes against Delgadillo, so that's her 3rd. So not too much of a cause for concern to pull her out of the game right now, but something to keep an eye on for Delgadillo. The quick inbounds and open look. Callie Bear knocks it down, no problem.
And that's something we've seen a lot of today. It's just excellent inbounding plays leading to great short corner or under the basket looks for teams.
Yeah, that's been an effective spot, is that baseline out of bounds. Alvarez has been so effective on the offensive glass despite being the shortest player on the floor.
Yeah, absolutely a heart-filled effort there from Alvarez. She is hustling left and right, pulling down offensive boards, trying to give her team every chance they can.
Sadie Davis dribbles it off of her foot. 50 seconds left, and you know, Wendover, they've beat Manila twice this year. You don't know if it's, you know, obviously Manila's a better team at this point in the season. They have confidence after their 2 performances in the tournament, but you come in thinking, okay, we beat this team already. We can do it again, but now the offense has slowed down. You have to wonder what's going through the minds of the Wildcats and if they can get it going offensively. Landeros does her best to keep the Wildcats in it. Gets the offensive putback, and now a near steal, but Castley Wall fights to keep it alive.
Yeah, trying to get a little too saucy with it. It's like my dad always told me, too much sugar and you're going to get a cavity. Nearly getting a cavity on that one.
Nobody likes cavities except for the dentist. And that's out of bounds. It goes back to Wendover, so 15 seconds left and a chance to trim back into the lead. The scoreboard, I believe, reads 24. It should be 25. It was 23-30, and then Landeros hit that 2, unless they changed the shot from a 3 to a 2. And Millie Hicks still held to just 1 field goal and 3 points, a chance to add to her total at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
Yeah, daughter of Coach Amber Hicks. That's always a stressful position you put yourself in, because you have to try and be one of the better players on the team if your parent is coaching as she hits that first one. Because if you don't, then a lot of criticism is going to come your way from other students around the school.
It's a good thing Millie Hicks is one of the leaders for Wendover, a fantastic basketball player. She averages 12.5 points and nearly 9 rebounds. Hits 2 free throws. Castley Wall to beat the buzzer. Just gets it off, but doesn't get it to fall. And it's a 3-point game as we head in to the final 8 minutes of state championship basketball. Brought to you by Lamb Excavating on TeamHive.live.
Love cheese? We do too. Come join our team with a generous benefit package and starting wages over $18 an hour. Are you ready to be an employee owner? Great Lakes Cheese and Fillmore is ready for you. Grow with the largest natural cheese packer in the nation. Full-time positions available for every shift. Apply online at GreatLakesCheese.com. Again, that's GreatLakesCheese.com. Wishing all athletes good luck in the tournament and eat more cheese.
Wells Rural Electric strives to improve the quality of life in the communities we serve. We're so proud of the hard work and effort of our local student athletes. Go Wildcats!
Welcome back to the fourth quarter of state championship basketball, brought to you by the Chicken Lights and Chrome Truck Show in Panguitch on KSLSports.com. Manila controls to start the fourth quarter. They cling to a 3-point lead. They have not trailed in the second half.
Yeah, win or go home situation for these two teams in the consolation bracket.
Slaw goes into Murphy hard, and she goes to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
But the real story of this game right now really came to in that third quarter. Wendover allowing their least amount of turnovers with 3, but on the other end, Manila allowing their most with 3. So it kind of speaks to how secure these teams have been with the ball throughout the game.
Yeah, and Wendover really had all those turnovers kind of consecutively in a quick span, but then they put it back together as Slaw misses the first free throw.
And another hard thing that's been there for Wendover to try and overcome, only scoring 3 points in that second quarter. And that's just something that's really hard to overcome, but right now they're fighting to do it.
0 for 2 trip for Slaw, so a great shooter, but struggling at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Murphy can't tie it up. Alphen has space. Gomez chases her down. Alphen to finish, no. And Millie Hicks rips it away. Alvarez pushes the other way. Landeros mid-range. She's had a strong day, but can't get that one to fall. Cameron Slaw looks down to Alphen. Slaw, 1-3 away from breaking the single-season Manila three-point record. Coach Schofield upset with what he's seeing, signals for Castley Wall to check in.
Yeah, sometimes you just need a little fresh blood on the court as you try and beat a team that you've lost to twice so far. And no Wendover player really believing that call. 3 all hitting the surrender cobra along the baseline as Manila retains possession there.
Gabby Delgadillo checks back in with her 3 fouls. She has 2 points. Slaw looking for Davis on the inbounds. Millie Hicks takes it away. Murphy trying to slither her way to the basket. Instead, hops it over to Hicks, who can't get it to go. A second try for Hicks. She cashes in, and it's a 1-point game.
Hicks taking over in the second half, up to 7 points in the game. As they break out the full court pressure, nearly working, trying to get a little scoop pass, and another turnover there for Manila.
You start to sense Wendover taking the momentum. Alvarez takes a bump from Callie Bear, and really for the first time in a long time, Wendover, you're starting to hear the roars, and they have a chance to take their first lead since the 7.5-minute mark in the second quarter. Coach Schofield wants to talk things over. This is state championship basketball, brought to you by the University of Utah on KSLSports.com and KTTA 8.1.
It's time for championship basketball, and Lamb Excavating, located in Orderville, Utah, wishes all teams the best of luck in the postseason. Lamb Excavating can help you with all of your excavation needs, from gravel to chip sealing and any other excavating. No job is too big or too small. Give Darwin and the boys a call, 435-648-2318. Now let's play some ball.
Welcome back from the Zions Bank timeout. For big time banking with a home team feel, Zions Bank is for you. And we find ourselves in yet another great game. The first 2 days of the tournament, there was some great games. There was great basketball, but most games were out of reach in the fourth quarter. The 2 today at the SVC are set for great finishes. The first game at Richfield High was a great finish as Bryce Valley won that one. Millie Hicks operates to give the Wildcats the lead. She connects, and she's got 4 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, first lead since the first quarter for the Wildcats. Going on a big scoring drought there for a second, but finally able to find their rhythm.
And back-to-back timeouts from Coach Schofield to get them out of the pressure. This is state championship basketball, brought to you by Ruby's Inn on KSLSports.com.
Are you tired of winter and ready to ride? We invite you to the Bryce Canyon Mule Days. Join us in Tropic, Utah the first week in May for guided mule rides, vendors, food, and fun, featuring arena events including ranch sorting. Then Friday night, a live concert featuring Bran Hill. And the premier Chrome in the Canyon Mule Sale on Saturday. Learn more at BryceCanyonMuleDays.com, and we will see you there.
You like car shows? Well, let's supersize it as trucks from all over come for you to enjoy at the Panguitch City Truck Show. It's a family fun event on the 4th of July weekend. Friday night is the light show on Panguitch Main Street from 8 to 10:30 p.m. Saturday, the show will be at the Panguitch City Park from 10 to 4. Truck registration is $75. We support all truck drivers that make our communities better, so why not show off their trucks? We wish all teams success.
Welcome back from the Zions Bank timeout. For banking that helps you power forward, Zions Bank is for you. Wendover knocked it out of bounds out of the timeout.
Yeah, right now, Wendover find themselves with all the momentum. Only team to score so far, about 2 minutes in to the final frame of action.
Manila trying to find something. Castley Wall can't get that to go.
And it was a good thought going up for that shot, just not drawing the contact she probably thought she was going to, as Wendover does an excellent job staying straight up.
Alvarez rims in and out and back to Manila. And yesterday the Mustangs, their offense was really clicking throughout the whole day against Monument Valley. You know, each time Monument Valley made a little bit of a run, they responded, and it took being sharp on offense. They've been pretty good today, but have run into a little bit of a hole offensively as Delgadillo gets the steal, drops to Murphy, and just like that, the Wildcats add to their lead.
Yeah, 6 points in the quarter now for Wendover. Eclipsing their last few quarter totals almost, as they have been struggling on offense, but now finally coming alive right when they needed it.
Slaw facing the pressure of Alvarez. Mid-range jumper, no. Delgadillo gets it, but a tie-up called. It goes to Wendover.
That was just a great hustle effort there by the Mustangs, sending two players down to the ball to kind of force the jump ball, as it looks like it's going to go to Wendover now.
Manila still scoreless in the fourth quarter. They have 2 points over the last 7 minutes and counting, as Wendover has fought back from a 7-point deficit. 10-0 run. Cameron Slaw trying to put an end to it. Slaw pushes off, gets away with it for history. No.
I mean, it was a great offensive move there. Nice little push-off action, but sneaky enough that you're not getting called for it. So a very veteran move by Slaw, just unable to connect from beyond the pro line.
She stopped quickly, turned back, and had a good look at three.
2-1-2 defensive look right now, moving into more of a 2-3 now for the Mustangs on defense, allowing a lot of open space over in the left wing, but they rotate nicely around.
Alvarez, open look. That's going to be off the mark. Hicks, who has turned it on in the fourth quarter and really the end of the third.
Yeah, and this is the perfect time to kind of turn it on and get the score and really going. Hicks up to 9 as Callie Bear picks up her fourth foul. That's going to be something to watch as we go throughout the final minutes of this game.
She fouled out yesterday, flirting with trouble again today. That time, though, she skies for the rebound. Manila looking to put something in the hoop. Alphin calling for it underneath. Davis turns, a tough shot, but she got pushed by Delgadillo, and I believe that will be Delgadillo's fourth foul. Paulina Gomez is signaled from Coach Hicks to go check in.
Yeah, and
that's actually her fifth, so she's out of the game.
Dang, disqualification there for Gabby Delgadillo. As a senior, it's hard to kind of go out like that. But she has trust in her team. She knows that they could pull this one out and have her back. And fouling out isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just shows that you were really hustling down there, mainly on the defensive end. and just sometimes you get the whistle going against you a bit more than you'd like to.
Sadie Davis has not scored in the second half. She had 6 points in the first half.
Right now,
0 for 4 at the free throw line today.
0 of 4 from the free throw line as they get the tough offensive rebound and a lob trying to go into the basket that's going to go Wendover's way.
Amber Hicks signals for a full timeout. Coach Schofield was putting his arms up. I think he was wanting a foul on that Sadie Davis jump shot. Didn't get it, and Coach Hicks has a chance for Wendover to build a 2-possession lead.
Yeah, and that would be big time for them, having not led since the first quarter until now. Millie Hicks really turning it on right now, up to 9 points in the game. And if you're going to have a scoring outburst, the fourth quarter in a close game is going to be the time to do it. Slaw has been held pretty silent so far in this second half, only having one free throw, going 1 for 2 on her sole trip to the line, sitting at 13 points now, and just a very balanced effort right now from Wendover. Like I said, Hicks with 9, Elizabeth Landros with 4, and Natalie Alvarez sitting at 7, but only Murphy and Hicks have been scoring in the fourth.
Little game summary on how we got here. It was 13-13 after the first quarter. Wendover had the first basket of the second quarter to take a lead, but Manila answered with a 10-1 run to end the first half, leading by 7 at halftime. They held on to the lead all the way up until just early in this fourth quarter. They led 30-23, have not scored since the 1 minute and 20 mark in the third quarter. A 10-0 run for Wendover. They look to add on this possession. Gomez inside, the hot hand of Hicks misses the layup. So a fortunate break for Manila that Hicks was unable to connect.
And Sadie Davis had excellent positioning on that rebound. She pulled it down with authority.
Slaw covered by Alvarez. Davis for 3 in the tie. No good. She's gone a little cold in the second half. Abby Schofield, a huge play on the putback. A chance to tie the game at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
Now that's what hustle gets you, kids, if you're watching. Schofield grabbing the miss and going up strong, getting 2 and trying to get 0 for 3 the old-fashioned way. As that is going to be Millie Hicks's third foul, something again to watch as we go into the waning minutes of the fourth quarter. If they're able to get her fourth and fifth fouls, that would be devastating for the Wildcats.
Schofield can't connect on the free throw, so Wendover holds a 1-point lead. Murphy, she'll square up. Bottoms! Cadence Murphy holds up the 3 fingers and gives a 4-point lead to Wendover.
5 points in the quarter now for Murphy, now the leading scorer across both teams in the fourth.
Sadie Davis quickly the other way, can't connect, and Wendover can sense it if they can get a big basket here.
Yeah, big basket here could be a dagger in the heart of the confidence for the Mustangs.
Landeros, no. Hicks on the putback. That's no good. Cassie Wall, a big rebound.
Yeah, Wall soaring up to get that one.
Alvarez gets it to Murphy. Murphy, 5 straight points and a 6-point lead.
That is going to be 4 turnovers now on Manila in this fourth quarter. Probably the sloppiest quarter they've played this game. Now up to 10 in the game. Now Wendover's really cleaned it up. They have not turned the ball over once here in the fourth quarter. Only 13 across the game, so pretty even turnover differential right now.
It was a turnover on the inbounds. Alvarez could have been the dagger. Murphy gets the extra possession. Gomez swatted away by Davis. Manila has to work quick.
Yeah, and they're struggling. This full court pressure from Wendover is brutal as they run more of a triangle style press. 2 down low as they swing it out to the corner.
Big 3 from Bear, no good. And Millie Hicks fouled.
Millie Hicks is doing an excellent job this quarter of positioning, grabbing both offensive and defensive rebounds. They look to make this lead even larger, up 6, being down by most of the game, and being able to claw their way back into this one through solid and fundamental play.
Gomez takes a tumble, but gets it over to Hicks. Hicks, it rolls off. Alvarez quickly back, no good. Manila can't get a rebound. Landeros gets fouled, and she goes to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
And I love the hustle of Alvarez. Shortest player on the court, but she is pulling down more rebounds than a majority of players. She just shows relentless effort as she goes up for rebounds.
And that's just how she plays. She plays with a lot of heart. You know, we saw her limp off yesterday, get work done on her ankle, gets the extra possession, and Landeros cashes in on the first Legacy Ace Hardware free throw.
Yeah, up to 5 in the game now for Landeros.
No good on the second one. Davis fights for the rebound, falls to the ground. Again, Alvarez is in the mix.
And she is just a scrappy player as she is just playing with relentless force. Kind of remind me of a Patrick Beverly type player, a pit bull on defense who's not afraid to go up against much bigger players for rebounds.
Manila down by 7, struggling to get anything going offensively. Just 2 points in the last 8 minutes of game time. Sadie Davis has gotten a little shaken up on the last 2 plays, hitting the deck.
Yeah, Davis up to 6, but she is laying her body on the line as both teams now 1 foul away from entering the bonus as a 7-point lead for Wendover with 1:10 left to go.
Yeah, both teams are in the bonus. It will be free throws the rest of the way. Castley Wall getting smothered by Alvarez. Wall attacks. She just hasn't been able to see as much go through the hoop as she did yesterday. A slower afternoon. Cameron Slaw gets fouled by Cadence Murphy, so it will be free throws for Slaw.
Yeah, Slaw, who's been held pretty quiet, only scoring once here in the second half, shooting right now 1 of 4 from the free throw line, looking to try and improve on that as they try and claw their way back into this one.
Manila as a team has missed their last 8 free throws. They're 1 of 10 in the second half at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line, make it 1 of 11.
Yeah, and that's going to be the big difference maker here is these missed free throws, especially in the second half.
Slaw gets that one to go, so it's a 2-possession game. Amber Hicks takes a timeout, but it has just been a struggle to get anything going offensively.
Yeah, Wendover really coming alive, though. 1 turnover in the entire fourth quarter. Cadence Murphy has 7. Millie Hicks with 4. And Elizabeth Landros with 4. Only players to score for Wendover in the final frame, but they've scored in bunches. And on the other end, Abby Schofield, the only player who's scored all fourth quarter now for Manila. So just a rough break here.
Currently a 16-3 run by Wendover to put them up by 6. They've come alive late in the third quarter and have proven why they are one of the top teams. And Manila, a huge turnover on the inbound, so a chance to possibly make it a 1-possession game or at least continue to chip away at the Wendover lead.
Excuse me, Slaw has scored once off a free throw, splitting the trip.
Slaw, smothered by Murphy, nowhere to go. Castley Wall looking for an opening, tough 3 off the back iron. Sadie Davis for the putback, she gets it to go, so a huge play from Sadie Davis. Manila putting the pressure on, Gomez beats it. Alvarez has a 2-on-1, decides to dump to Hicks. Gomez, a great pass inside to Millie Hicks, it falls off. Bear with the rebound, 20 seconds going the other way for Manila. They have to work quick.
Yeah, this is going to be go time. They're going to have to try and get a 3-pointer up as fast as they can, and that ball is going to stay here off the foul.
Just 12.4 left to play. You're going to need 2 possessions if you're the Mustangs, so you have to get a shot off quick.
Yeah, and in this situation, truthfully, if you have an open lane to the hoop, I'd take it, try and get a quick foul, and then put up the 3, because if you're able to
Slaw
convert.
for 3. No good off the back iron, and that might do it. Alvarez gets the miss. She's fouled at midcourt, and with 5 seconds left.
And that's going to be Bear's 5th foul. She's going to be disqualified for the last 5 seconds of this game. Leaving it all out on the floor, though, for her team.
Another great finish at the SVC. Manila has played in 3 fantastic games this tournament, all of them coming down to the final minute. They beat Wayne in the first round, and then they lost to Monument Valley yesterday, and it looks like Wendover will survive this one in comeback fashion. Alvarez knocks it through.
Her first points of the second half coming there, but her impact has gone far beyond scoring, soaring in for rebounds and playing an aggressive style of defense that has really helped lead this Wendover team back into the lead.
You look at some of the seniors for Manila as Sadie Davis flips it over, and Millie Hicks banks it in to add to their total. Abby Schofield, Ashlyn Alphin, and Kate Bambro for Manila, the seniors, so their career comes to an end, but a great game, both teams. Wendover wins at 42-35. Stick around for the SUU, or the Bryce Canyon City post-game report and the Utah Summer Olympics games